Alright guys, my name's Ryan Hamilton. Welcome back to the Panda MX-5 channel. And my springs from Japan finally showed up. It took them about 2 months to get here. So today we're going to be throwing the new wheels onto Oreo and getting her all slammed down, get the fitment perfect. And then right over here I have some metal wire stuff and then some things to make loops. We're going to make some travel inhibitors so I can't be, drooping a lot with my new wheels. Because these springs are so short, they're going to flop around. So I need to keep them, held within the spring perches. And it'll also make me three-wheel when I go up driveways, so that'll also be really cool. Alright, so first step is going to be removing the coilovers. I just got to undo the sway bar end link, the bottom bolt, the two top bolts. Going to do that on both sides, and then we'll get back to you. Okay, now that the coilovers are disassembled, I took the bump stops out because with 100Ks I'm really not going to need them. There's no point. None of this is actually going to be moving anymore. So now we're just going to throw them on, put the top hats back together, and start throwing them back in the car. Okay, top hats are back on, 100Ks are in. I had to remove the little plastic collars that the springs sit in because the inner diameter of these is slightly smaller. So it wouldn't fit inside the spring like it does with these. But it fits over the metal just fine. And the travel inhibitors will keep these compressed like that so that they won't be rattling around or anything. So I'm not really worried about that. So we're going to throw them back in the car and then grab the new wheels, throw them on, and start getting the fitment dialed. Okay, so both coilovers are back installed. We got the 100Ks in there. I have the collars all the way up right now, and it's still a little bit loose, so I'm hoping these are going to be long enough and not be too low, otherwise we'll have to add like a spacer or something in there. We got the new wheels out here. We got the spacers, the hub rings. The time has officially come to remove the stickers from these. I don't have enough camber to leave them on, otherwise I would, and see how long the stickers last before I eat through them. But today is that day. Okay, let's throw it up. I'm not going to use my new lug nuts yet because this is kind of a temporary initial setup just to make sure everything works, get my travel inhibitors set up, because I'm going back to the Raceland springs with the stock wheels for our drive to Arizona. So I'm not going to scratch up my new lugs just yet. Once I get out there and do the final install, everything will be good. Okay, so the new wheels are on, the coilovers are back installed. We're about to drop it down and see how close it is and if I need any adjustment to the coilover. Good. I have all kinds of room to go down. Okay, so this is off the jack. The coilover's all the way up, so I have plenty of room to go down still, which is good. The springs are not too short, that's what I was worried about. So I'm going to drop it down about 1.5 to 2 inches, get this lined up right with the bead of the tire right here, and that's exactly where I want it. And then we'll start moving on to the rears once both of these are set. Okay, we got the coilovers adjusted. The fitment is sitting right where I want it on both sides. There's just enough gap. Yes, I know I'm not going to be able to steer. That's not a big issue. So I'm going to back it down, switch it around, get the back up here, and then start taking the rears out to put the springs on those. guys, so the test fit on the rear is done. I got all the fenders, hammered out and everything. They all fit pretty decently. I did decide on raising it ever so slightly, so the tire, or the fender and the tire aren't going to touch right at the bead lip. They're actually going to sit maybe a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch higher, maybe not even that much, because when I get the KBD body kit, the body's going to sit a lot lower, so having a little bit more gap will be nice, but I won't completely destroy the kit. And because those wheels are so wide and they poke so much, my fitment doesn't really get any worse. I'll just have a little bit more ground clearance, so I'm not constantly dragging anything or anything like that. Okay, so I got my wheel here, and I'm actually going to keep the fender lip right at about this line on the sidewall here, just so I have a little bit extra room. I won't be rubbing as much, and also with the body kit so I don't completely destroy it. The last thing I need to actually get these fitted, everything works as of right now, is I need the travel inhibitors so the springs don't droop as much and allow the springs in the front to flop around, which causes them to actually rub on the inside of the wheels on the inner lip, just because these are so wide. So I've been trying to figure out a way to make those work, and the thing I'm thinking of using is like a rock strap, like for the Jeeps and big trucks, to keep them from overextending their long travel suspension setups. I'm going to use it on the lower shock bolt on the lower control arm, and then have it bolted up to the frame somewhere at the height that I need it to keep that spring clamped in there so it can't move or flex or turn or anything. And then just, to remove my wheel, I'll just have to undo the lower shock bolt, slide my strap off, and it'll come down and I'll be able to take the wheel off. Alright guys, so that's the end of this video. Just a little announcement time real quick. I'm actually moving out of state in about a week and a half or so. Just because it's cheaper, all that kind of stuff. I'm getting out of my parents' house finally. So the videos will probably be very few and far between because my brother usually does all the videoing stuff for me and I just work on my car. I will keep, posting updates. I'm going to keep working on my car. Obviously, I have a lot of stuff I want to do to it still. So I'll definitely be on my Instagram. That's going to be on the screen, like right here. So basically, the videos, we'll probably still do them every now and then, for visiting or when I do a huge major thing like get it painted or, something like that. But mostly all my little updates of everything I'm going to do, the final wheel install, actually driving on the springs is going to be on my Instagram. So just go ahead and follow that, and, the channel will probably still be around, but the videos will be a lot more spread out. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and definitely go check out the Instagram, and that'll be it. We'll see you guys next time.